Hey everyone, Julia here, and I am here with our very lovely Lynn, who has been working with me for 11 months, and super excited to have her here. So, welcome, Lynn.
Thank you.
Yay. Of course. So, we are going to go ahead and just dive into a few questions. So, I'd love to hear more so just overview testimonial about your progress thus far. So, where were you physically, mentally, and emotionally before starting the program?
Well, I felt like I was a little bit stuck. So I've been doing the same thing. I've always been very active in my life, but I felt, and I have a running group, but I felt
Yeah.
like I wasn't progressing and getting to where I felt like I was kind of backsliding, which is fine because you get older,
Yeah.
that can happen a little bit. But I
Yeah.
wasn't feeling strong, and I started doing a workout program maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and I was trying to be a little bit more consistent on it. But I found that if I had time to do one or the other, I would always do the cardio.
Yeah.
So I was kind of stuck, and I was just emotionally, I felt like I needed something a little more. And
Yeah.
things are like timing. It's just like I heard you on a
Yeah.
podcast, and I was like, I think
Yeah.
I might like her.
Yeah. And with the NBA and stuff
Yeah,
like that was nice.
right, right.
A nice bonding. So that's well, I'm glad you're here. I've been loving this journey with you and you've done amazing. So many breakthrough moments. How do you feel now compared to when you started inside and out?
I feel pretty darn good. I know that I have gotten stronger mentally. I mean, I feel like the concentration on doing the weight training has
Yeah.
really helped tremendously. I have more confidence.
Good.
I feel better about going to the gym.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm starting to get a lot of compliments. I was somewhere last week.
Hey.
I had I'm talking several people came up to
Yeah.
me. You look amazing.
That's so good.
So,
Oh, I love that. I love hearing that. This I didn't hear it on our call, so I'm glad we're hearing it.
yeah, I think I
You
forgot to tell
do.
you about
You
that.
do
So, yeah.
look amazing. And you're so strong, like doing pull-ups. Oh, it is. It's amazing. So that's something you've been, I mean, truly just progressing on your like progressing in everything. And even just like the mentality you have too of focusing on how strong you're looking, how strong you're feeling, us focusing on progress pictures over just the number on the scale. I know sometimes it's like just a metric we're looking at, but really even the progress of let me see how I look, how I feel in this bathing suit, how I feel in these clothes, how I feel in this dress. Like those are all wins that you've had, like that feeling. So,
Well, and I do
yeah,
know that I'm starting to go up, I'm going up in my weights too. So,
yeah,
in fact, I had a friend the other day said, well, how much are you lifting? And I said, well, this. And they said, oh my gosh, I'm just doing 5 pounds. I'm like, you know what? That's fine. But
yeah,
are you pushing so I'm starting to think about that. So you've got to push
yeah.
yourself a little bit, and it's going to be a little uncomfortable, but it does pay off.
Yeah, we have to get into that uncomfortable zone to
Yeah.
grow. Like we can't, if we stay in our comfort zone, we're not going to see progress or not going to grow. So placing us against that, it's really the best place. What has been your biggest win from where you started to where you are now? So the biggest win that you could think of.
I think it's putting everything together. So, I mean, I knew how to do some of the weights, and I knew that cardio was going to still be a big part of my life. But also with you, the nutrition program was a
Yeah,
big thing because I felt like I needed to kind of have a plan. So if I'm doing this much exercise, how much should I be eating calorie wise? And
yeah,
what I'm not getting so focused on macros, but just trying to figure out exactly how all of that works. And I needed a little help with that. So
yeah.
yeah, so just getting the plan together and taking a whole picture, that's just been life changing.
That's so good. Yeah. What would you recommend to someone skeptical about investing in their health journey?
Well, you can decide on what you want to invest in. You can either invest in your health
Yep.
right now, or you can pay for it later by a medical bill. So
Yep.
You make the
Mic drop.
decision. Huh?
I said mic drop. That's true. It's
Yeah, I
true.
mean, that's just how you have to look at it.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know what my future holds,
Yeah.
but I'd like to say I'm going to live to 100 years old, and I sure as heck don't want to
You
be
will.
sitting in a rocking chair
Yeah.
or not, I want to be able to still be getting out, still driving, still going
Yeah.
and doing hikes and doing everything that I want to do because that's what I
Yeah.
really enjoy. So
Yeah.
that's
Well,
my,
you've been, like I said, you've been absolutely crushing it. Like just your journeys, the progress of everything I've seen, us getting over the scale hump, like that's really it. And if it's floating around this like certain range, but yet your body is changing and you're getting stronger and you're feeling good, and even your appetite signals are great. You're hungry, you're eating healthy foods, like that's the biggest win. And you are by far one of the healthiest individuals I've worked with. Just like your snack is berries, your snacks are fruits. Like it's so refreshing because you're choosing, this healthy snacks, and it's just honing in. Like I tell people, I'm like, you don't have to track to get to fat loss or your goals, but it does sure make it easier along the way, knowing what you need to improve on, knowing how to improve fiber, how to improve protein, how to improve, or how to get to your fat loss goals, or make sure your saturated fat's not elevated, like, or increased or whatnot with all your food. So I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for taking this
I,
time.